Welcome to Flameoscape. It has been some time, but let's do a big Flameoscape. How about that? I know I've been lazy and sleepy, but I thought now today's the day. So I began with taking some picture of my awesome rocks and sketching around, but of course it never turned out as I was planning. Here I'm flexing my stuff I used inside. I found this awesome mosquito mesh that I used for the substrate to hold it in place and build like a little hill. Otherwise, if you just put rocks in one place, the shrimps will destroy it totally and everything will collapse. I also used this awesome foam that actually I found in building section for rocks to be placed so there wouldn't be pressure on the glass that much. Oh, I wonder what's here. It's all the grass I ripped out. Apparently, like six shrimps survive or something. And then I squished them in, put them in there. You can see some more foam in here. So I wanted like triangle shape. It's quite cool when it's done good. Here I had my holding tank for all the fishies and shrimpies. An awesome green bridge it was destroyed, of course, because I waited too long. I thought maybe I could sell it, maybe somebody would like it. But when I waited too long, because it took me forever to get the scape going, it was totally, not sellable or nobody wanted. So I took this power sand and put this in this mesh and used some zippy ties to hold it together. Apparently, it's holding quite well. I'm impressed. I put that back in there, put some awesome AD soil. It's still good to go after like 2 years of running. I am not putting any additive good stuff in there for plants to grow. The good, strong substrate keeps the plants going for quite a long time. I put some here, like this sponge so the substrate wouldn't collapse after shrimps start digging it. It's still there, but it managed to do some sand slides anyway. And all my sand plants in front of this cave totally failed. It never planned go according to plan. Yes, plan. Uh, but so yeah, I don't know how you guys do like who make amazing scapes with a bunch of sand in front of the glass. I never managed. I tried like 6 different scapes. Okay, not six. I didn't do that many. I always failed. I tried everything, all the tricks in YouTube I could find, still failed. The sponges there worked fine. Here it managed to be unplugged by shrimps. But otherwise it's going fine. I didn't top up the substrate anyway. It still kind of holds by the roots. There I also put some of the filter foam thing. I think it's still there, maybe? I'm not sure. But I couldn't see anything white. I wanted to do that fancy like startup without anything in it, so all the diatoms would start growing and then dying, and then I would plant it all. Otherwise, for me, always all plants die from the diatom taking over, and then like a second growth comes back. Here are some plants I used. Basically, everything failed. Only flame moss and Cuba tears. What's the name of it? Survived. I'm using this awesome planting way that I came up with. Well, I didn't came up with it. Come on. But some other people do that. So they take a little portion of the moss, remove some of that jelly thing in the clear water, and then you just tie it to the rocks with some cotton thread. I totally failed. The thread dissolved before the moss could attach itself to the fancy ADA blocks, and everything just floated everywhere. But I tried, and I don't know. It's better than glue way of taping because the glue residue is everywhere otherwise. But I didn't manage with the thread either. I think the best way would be just to put them in between the rocks or where it attaches itself. Just like in nature, you know? Um, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe for some of you, the other mosses would work because this moss did not work for me. It looked nice in the picture, but when it started growing, I didn't like it. I ripped it all out, and it's no longer in my aquarium. Um, I was so slow, but yeah, there you go. Yes, so basically cut it off the thread, tie it, and with time, aquarium eats up the bottom thread, so you don't see it afterwards. It might see some strands here and there, but they disappear. That bacteria that grows in the tank, kind of like I think dissolves it. I don't know, magic, nature, huh? I don't know. But I tried the same planting method with all the other plants that I got in these small pots. Yeah, and then I also kept all the clipped off bottoms, and you can actually propagate with the correct light more of the plants. Here I have some of these. Yeah, and I think one portion's still in the tank. All the other ones kind of dissolved. Because after the planting, everything looked good, but after a week or two, everything became brown and mushy and just totally disappeared. That's why I think the best way would be when you start new escape, just to like I don't know, dump a bunch of plants that you got from some friend that hopefully doesn't have snails if you don't want them there and not too much algae, and just put it in the tank so when it kind of starts going then you have it all under control and then remove everything. So this is how it looked when I planted. It looks all nice. All that japonica totally disappeared after some time. Only like you see there, baby tears still in my tank and kind of moved away from the rocks into the substrate. I'm showing off here also my smartness that I placed all the plants with substrate and I didn't put sand because I know the diatoms are coming. So I didn't want to waste a bunch of sand and siphon it off from the top afterwards. Oh, japonica, I love the japonica. Yeah, it's such a pretty plant, but I didn't manage to make it look good with this scape. Had a bunch of this, what's the name? Trident, I think. Totally melted. I'm imagining here it being a fish. I wouldn't mind living there. Whee! And I was hoping that there wouldn't be any landslides, but like I mentioned before, shrimps still did their thing. Here you see the diatoms starting to get in there. Japonica looking quite pale and not happy at all. The flame moss starting to kick in. Yeah, the trident died, and here you see some other plants. That actually just one of them I kept. I started placing sand once I see the diatoms starting to disappear. I think it was still too early. You should really see them gone and then put sand in. But I was impatient. I think like here it was already 4 weeks from initial startup. I just wanted to get it going. I really like adding sand. It's quite relaxing. You start seeing your keep coming together. And that's how it looked when it's with the shrimp. Um, I was so happy, and then I saw the landslides coming in, and I like gave up, and I put fish in, and then like you see here, the japonica is still there. Some of that moss Oh yeah. Japonica died, and that moss also looked terrible, so I ripped it out. That's how it looked after I decided to keep only three plants in the tank. With time, I let flame moss going crazy. I really like the wild look. I think I want to make one scape just with the flame moss. But yeah, I don't mind the baby tears or whatever they called. They quite do calm there, scrolling through the tank and taking over where it's supposed to grow. My baby shrimps. I love my shrimps. Water butterflies. At one time, I had like, I don't know, 500 of them. And was so happy that my local fish store agreed to buy them from me. Because I would be in a big trouble. People started offering buying them for shrimp soup. I had some galaxies and amber tetras, and you see some cute baby corridors. I love those babies and autos. I think it was quite nice gang there. Sadly, they all died after 3 years. I think this tank is already now 3 years. I was so slow on filming it, so time passed. Now maybe not 3 years. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I hope they didn't die because I was terrible fish keeper. I'm just hoping that they came to an age and just decided to die. But then I don't know. I'm not an expert. I love galaxies. They're like little salmon fish swimming around, and they're quite fun when the guys are flexing. And right now, actually, I have paradise, rainbow, blue eye, something fancy name fish. Those are cool. Uh, I didn't manage to get good video of them. They're very hard to film. Some other fish keepers absolutely made better videos than I did. But, so yeah, look at those fish. Those are cool. But I like to skip after some time. And I think although I want to destroy it soon. It's time. Because I also had to trim the bushy forest plants back there where the twin start is bubbling. Like maybe two times. It totally took over the tank a couple of times. And I'm a bit tired of it. It's quite growing fastly plant. Um, so it's a bit stupid. I have this high tech tank with a bunch of ADA nutritious stuff. And there goes like the super easy bastard plant that's take over the tank and moss. Wow. Well, maybe the those teardrop creeping green stuff needs more like good substrate and CO2 what I have. But I don't think it's a key plant in my tank that I would be worthy of. But overall, yeah, I like this game. I think it taught me a lot again about the diatoms. I hate starting the new tank because of them, but they are inevitable. So be prepared being devastated after a month of starting up a nicely planted tank. Or not. Hope not for you. But that's what I had. And I really like here, you can see like a little like river crack. Um, Not the other crack, river crack with all the moss. It's really fun to actually watch from the short side and then the wide view. I spend there more time. Oh, my baby autos, my gang. I love autos. They're so cute. The corridor is also adorable with their little whiskers. But I know autos are like, like a wild cat, or well, not like not wild cat, not purebred cat. They're cute. They're just out there outside walking around. And the corridors are like the fancy pantsy, whatever, the cat on the cat litter box with the blue eyes and all that. But anyway, autos are adorable. I hope we could breed them more in captivity than get more from the streams. It breaks my heart thinking that I have these guys probably that came from awesome rivers. And now they're stuck in this glass box. So I don't know. I think in future I will buy more captivity bred fishes that don't have any choice rather than big poor Nemos in my aquarium. Yeah, but I like this scape. I think it's quite low maintenance apart of those stem plants over there. I think anyone can have an awesome only flame moss scape even without the CO2, just with good light. But of course, CO2 adds. And if you just have good substrate in the back that gives the nutrients for the moss with time, then you can really make an awesome scape. But yeah, thank you for watching. Um, and I hope to see you in another video, or at least you'll probably just hear me and see my fishies. Have a nice day. Bye.